Good evening, and this is the League Show After Dark. I'd like to welcome our three Southern guests, Ben Edwards, Daniel Massey, and Conrad Webster.
Oh, hang on, what do you mean our three Southern guests?
You're more Southern than we are at the moment.
Fuck off, I'm not from the South, though, am I?
And as always, recording, thank you very much, Josh Powers.
Hello.
Okay, Massey, seeing as you've got grief first, let's go.
Right, first of all, my team's not the best on paper, yeah, but everyone who's dissing it is just fucking sour because they're below me in the table, because they all fucking rely on certain players who are shit, and because my players are consistent and they cry about it. Ooh, Massey's got Lukaku and look, ooh, fuck off, nuts. All of you, wankers.
I think the main grief, Massey, was when your team was first drafted, obviously with you sort of being half asleep or not being able to get on Sky.
Hang on, let me just sort this out. Conrad did not draft for me.
No.
Yeah, I told him names and he spoke on my behalf.
Yeah, we know that, but the choices that you made were that ridiculous that we thought Conrad was drafting for you. That's why
It
it's
is ridiculous though, because I'm now third in the table.
No, to your credit,
It
is true, but players like Rashford and Iheanacho.
Oh, Iheanacho, mate. Let's not forget Iheanacho has been an absolute talisman when City needed him.
That is true. But he doesn't play.
Iheanacho because Guardiola respects the youth players.
Okay. Ben, how's life up there? I mean, you must be getting altitude sickness.
Well, I'm happy to keep this sickness for another 6 months or so. It feels good. Newcomer to the league, top of the league.
Well, I mean, your draft tactic was one that I don't think anybody had thought of before, to be fair. Pick the players that take penalties and free kicks, and it worked. I mean, Milner obviously helping a lot, but it has worked.
Can I just add, I've had offers from both parties of Shaqiri and Sanchez for Lukaku and Lallana.
But
they were test purchases.
Again, it was just a side set. It wasn't a firm bid,
and I
it was a side
declined
set.
both offers, of course.
Okay. Speaking of which, Conrad Sanchez, how big of a miss is it going to be?
A massive miss. I'm absolutely gutted. I mean, I don't actually know how long he's out for.
It's a tear in the muscle. Not too serious, but at least a few weeks.
Yeah, well, I've managed to bring in Sam Vokes. I'm feeling quite happy with Vokes, so I'll give him a chance.
Vokes who's only scored 2 this season.
Regardless, he has been a good player. He's got a lot of points. So
okay.
I think he's got to be someone to be considered.
Josh, did you have a point then? Sorry.
Yeah, Sanchez said he might play on Tuesday for Chile.
Yeah, the manager has asked him to play, and Wenger is apparently absolutely fuming if he does.
I'm fuming. It's part of my draft.
No, so Conrad, any particular issues that you'd like to bring up while we've got you all?
Well, Josh, now you're here, mate.
The mum jokes.
The mum jokes have got to stop.
I've not made one in a while, to be fair. I've sort of given up.
Fuck for that.
To be fair, I'm just, I don't know. I don't think my team's getting, I don't think I'm getting the best out of my players at the moment. I think they've still got a lot more points to give to me. So
why is that then?
I have no idea.
I have a theory.
Go on.
Oh Christ.
my theory is Conrad doesn't treat his players very well. Simple as that.
He treats him how he treats women.
The chemistry between manager and his starting 11 just isn't there. There's a reason why I'm top and you're near the bottom, Conrad, and that is man management.
Well, I was a bit unfair on Gundogan. I did put him on the bench and he was performing. So
exactly.
I'm learning. I am a new manager.
Your use of Heung-min Sung has left me baffled all season.
I mean, Heung-min Sung, he is up for negotiation. For if anybody does want.
Can I just jump in here with a quick shot fired?
Go on.
I tell you what, Benson, you mug, right? You keep saying these little fucking comments about me, but your team's shit because you got rid of your best players, you little cunts, right? And I guarantee if I said this to you in your face, you'd do nothing.
Alright.
You offered him out for a fight, Massey.
Right, mate, I tell you what, I'm happy either way.
Fighting talk.
I challenge you to fisticuffs.
You know what? Massey's the Alan Pardew, isn't he? He gets into a fight with people on the touchline.
Listen, mate, I can start a fight over a packet of crisps. It's not hard.
So Massey and Conrad, bit of a statistic for you here. The average of your players' weekly score through the Telegraph is usually, every week, higher than the average rating of a girl that you would pull. How do you feel about that?
I tell you what, for me, that's not hard, because the average rating of a girl I pulled about 3.
Likewise, to be honest.
The thing is, me and Conrad were more of a quantity over quality sort of people.
Being the quantity
But yeah,
of the
again,
one
once in a
person.
blue moon.
Exactly. I tell you what, right?
Then again,
I've already
there is a
lined
good
up.
chance that
I've
you might
already
pull a
lined
50.
up. I've lined up 50, 51, and 52. But I've got to travel to them.
I have to ask. Are they
Points
back home? Are they? Whereabouts are they around the country, Massey?
Christ, one's in Leeds, one's in Wolverhampton, Conrad's Meta, and the other one's in fucking Spalding. You know, Bobby Brooks.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay. Touching off. So Massey, where are you looking for points now from your team? I know you've not made too many transfers. You're saying Lukaku's going nowhere, really.
Too many people in this league rely on transfers of other people and picking up shitty free transfers. If you don't believe in the squad you've picked, then you are a terrible drafter. I believe in my squad, and that's why I make no transfers with anybody.
Question.
Go on.
Do you believe in Mignolet then?
No shit, fucking.
But you picked him.
I picked him, and he started off. Well, Romero's more of an impulse pick.
Did you pick Romero and Mignolet?
I picked him because I thought he'd be good, and then he's not actually kept a clean sheet all season. But
He's not playing.
Exactly, but Valdez has proved to be the best free transfer so far that I've made.
You're
But you
riding
said free
away
transfer
with
there.
Valdez.
Mate, Valdez is the best free transfer I've made so far.
I would have said Matic, Messi.
Matic,
Yeah, did you draft Matic or sign him?
yeah, but he wasn't a free transfer, was he?
Was he?
Valdez was. I drafted Matic.
Did you?
There is a point I do want to pick up in this chat, and that is Adam's dropping of Pedro.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Conrad, didn't you drop Pedro?
Saying that, I dropped Pedro.
Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
I'll-
Messi
original
did not
to drop
draft
Pedro.
Matic, just to say.
Huh?
He didn't draft Matic, he picked Matic up.
Well, either way, still a good
is,
pick
yeah.
on mine.
Sorry, Ben, I interrupted you.
Well, I just, and I want a response from Adam when he listens to this. What was going through your head when you dropped Pedro, mate?
Dropped him as in onto the freeze, or dropped him on the bench?
Into the
I
freeze.
tell you what,
Onto the freeze.
can I just say, as the original team founder of Team Jim, after a couple wins, he's Mr. Billy Big Bollocks. But once his players get injured and he transfers them out for some shit defender, he's going to regret his whole season again.
Who
I am worried about Jim.
who currently has Pedro? Sorry.
Anthony and Josh, you both know Jim's record from last season. We were all. Do you remember when he offered me Sterling for my injured Courtois, injured company, who were out for a third of a season?
He was desperate for Chelsea players, basically. He was
Exactly.
under the impression that Chelsea would come back and in a big way.
But they were injured for like a third of the season, and I got Sterling, and I had De Bruyne, and that's where my points came from. Cheers, Jim, on behalf of you. You know, that's where Team Jim comes from. But still, I'm sure you'll trade Aguero for a chocolate biscuit.
Well,
He
I feel
is. He loses big games, Jim. I mean, having Aguero is kind of like the opposite of the handicap. He has to.
Well, I
he has
mean,
to win. with it.
Let's be serious. He doesn't lose big games. Last season, he lost all games.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's true. He lost all games. He lost to me in the cup, but I had my lowest ever total, and I beat him 21-6.
Oh, just how bad Jim was doing. I drew with him with my lowest points total, and it was a decent result for him on 13 points.
What a big fixture! Clash for title.
I think Jim's lowest point total last year was
It was
less. It was less than 10. Yeah.
It was 8 points,
madness that.
and that was because I messaged him on Facebook, giving him 5.
And this was Jim who actually tried. He did. He did at a point sort of give up and go, "We're going to go again next year," but he didn't fully give up.
Let's not forget who was the last draft pick. I was the final draft pick last year, and I came 5th out of 8.
Yeah, well, you drafted well. I mean, I think we've all drafted well this year, especially with there being 10 of us now. There's been
I have a tactic.
players.
I have a specific tactic, and that is pick the players who people think were shit but will possibly perform. Iheanacho for a start.
To be fair, I wanted
Iheanacho,
okay, but I didn't want him that soon.
He's not, right, watching him, he's not been the best player, but he does get the goals and the assists, and that's all you want from your players.
Yeah, Conrad, I've got to ask you a question. I don't
Go
think
for
I've
it.
asked it before. Vardy before Ibra?
Vardy for
Why?
Ibra.
No, before Ibra. You drafted Vardy when Ibra was
I did,
available.
yes. Well, I mean, he did have a good season last season, and I didn't feel that Ibra would have that much of an impact on the Premier League. But I feel Vardy's, he's been lacking goals this season, unfortunately.
Hit one
So I
goal.
let him go.
Oh, no, that was understandable. I mean, we were all a bit crazy. The fact that Chris ended up with Aguero and Ibra was very, very scary.
I would
Let me speak about Chris for a second.
right.
Right, this guy had the winning team from the start. He had the league winning team from the start. And wait, was it Josh you traded with Bailey for Ibra? Was it?
It was Firmino and Barley for Zlatan and I think Karius.
I mean, on your behalf, that's the best trade ever. On his behalf, what is he thinking?
And now I have Firmino back, to be fair.
But to be fair,
Firmino is absolutely incredible and won't be losing out on the African Cup of Nations like Mane will.
But you think, he's traded Ibrahimovic, that's one player gone. He's still got Aguero. No, he went and traded Aguero, chocolate biscuit to Jim, pretty much.
I don't know why he traded out Aguero. That still baffles me.
He did last season.
What
as well.
I think it is Chris needed momentum, and he couldn't wait for those players to start.
He lost that fucking momentum by giving Jim a free win.
Chris seems to think only 1 week ahead, not 5 or 6 weeks ahead.
Yes.
Chris thinks that Aguero and Lukaku are leaving in January. I mean, I'm sort of shitting myself, but also hoping that he doesn't leave. But Aguero's not going anywhere.
Josh, do you remember last year if we had any big transfers out of the league?
I got the point for free.
No, I think he means like going out the Premier League.
Yeah, that people would have lost the
fight. Yeah, me, my transfer. I traded fucking injured Courtois and injured company for Sterling.
No. As in, any
left in January.
Like if Aguero left the league.
Oh, okay.
Jim would just
we had none.
not have a player.
No, we didn't have any big transfers like that. No.
Lukaku is a risk. He doesn't play European football, so if someone puts a big bid in January, he's
65 million
he's worth a punt. So
okay, can I ask all four of you though? Can you really see Lukaku fitting into Bayern Munich's team with the strikers and the players they've got?
Well, we didn't say Bayern Munich specifically.
No, but the Bayern Munich's the team they're interested in buying Lukaku.
But let's just say he goes to like Atletico Madrid.
But why? Why would he? But why would he go there?
The only reason he'd go there is Griezmann came.
Yeah, but Griezmann. If Griezmann left, would Lukaku really fit into Spanish football, being in the Prem for so long?
Well, Costa did.
Yeah, but Costa's different. Costa is from that sort of background.
Well, you look at they're both physical players, aren't they? They're both strong, so I don't see why he wouldn't fit into Simeone's side.
I can't see Lukaku being a BBVA sort of material.
You couldn't, could you? I mean, especially when he's in the draft.
Massey, I think your love for Lukaku is clouding your judgment.
No. It's nothing to do with having the player. I mean, the only team I could sort of see Lukaku being a proper fitting team for would be Juve.
I wouldn't go to Italy though. It's boring.
Yeah, I can see him being a Juve star, but that's about it.
But then Dybala and Higuain would have to be replaced.
But then they've got Mandzukic as well.
Yeah.
The fact that Mandzukic is their third striker is actually scary.
He's not actually though. Have you seen the last fixtures? Dybala's on the bench.
Well, no, Higuain's injured though as well.
Well, they're starting two. He's Mandzukic and Higuain. Dybala's like a youth prospect / first team starter.
But yeah, I mean, is it thought they've crossed your mind properly, Massey? What happens if Lukaku leaves? What would you do?
Fuck him, I'm dropping out the league. No, if he drops out, then I'll have to change my formation to probably a 4-5-1.
With
But I
who at front?
mean, is there nothing that makes you want to potentially, trade him with the possibility that he'd leave? I mean, if rumours came around strongly, would you be keeping him, or would you then try and ship him off?
I'll keep him, but if he does leave, I'll have to change to a 4-5-1 with Slimani being my sole striker.
Who is
Well, that strikes
actually
me
in form at
as
the
every team in
moment?
league.
I tell you what though, everyone always says that Slimani's shit, but since I picked Slimani up, he's had like 3 assists and about 3 goals as well.
Yeah, I
He's a
don't.
fat starter.
Boys, I've got an interesting stat for you.
Oh, go on.
I am top, yet of all my strikers, they've only scored 1 goal between them all season.
Your,
Oh my
your
God.
points come from your midfield. Everyone knows that.
Eden.
Troy Deeney has 1 goal. Carroll, Perez, when I had him, and Negredo haven't been
Honestly-
given a goal at all yet.
Honestly,
No, well, you
your
picked up
strikers are
Negredo
shit.
just after he got the goal for me, didn't you?
your strikers are
Yeah,
shit. Your midfield
yeah.
is good.
It is all about my midfield. It is.
You've got Shaqiri and Hazard, who are pretty much points demons.
Milner.
And Milner. But the thing is, Milner is a midfielder, but he's classed as a defender now.
He's
Not
not
on the
classed as a
side.
defender. It's basically whatever position they start the year as is the position they are.
See, we had this debate. I said we should use this for the
What
formation.
about if I Delafeu, right, and he's a midfielder, but what if one game he was a midfielder, but then they pushed him up during the game to
It
That's
wouldn't
fine.
make a difference.
It's wherever they start in the start of the year, basically.
Yeah, but what if in a game they push them up to from a midfield role to like a winger forward role?
Doesn't matter. It's literally wherever they are at the start of the year, wherever their natural position is. That's what they are for the entire year.
But surely Delafeu's a winger.
He's a right mid more than anything. Because at the time they were playing 5 in midfield.
But Heung-min
Yeah.
Son is a winger.
He's classed
He's
as
a left
Yeah,
wing.
but he's a winger, which means he's a forward,
I guess,
not a
yeah.
mid.
We don't
But
decide.
he can't. Yeah, but what about when they play him left mid?
They've been playing him left mid.
But they will do because he's not scoring.
It's basically we do it because then it's not our decision. It can't be discussed like that.
But
It's
then, what
easier.
about the formation? Because I know this is a hot topic, you know.
I mean, the formations. I've
Oh,
always said
actually-
things that can be decided. I'm more than happy to
I
be.
tell you what. Whoever wanted these formation changes can fuck off. Who plays?
Josh was one, wasn't he? He's here right now.
6-3-1 was a dream.
Mate, that's not a formation.
I think Josh was more of a.
I was
you
winding
can't
animal.
play on Football Manager.
I was winding animals.
I think with the
on FIFA, you can play 4-2-4, but in
hang on.
fantasy football, you cannot play 4-2-4.
this is what I was trying to get at the other day. I'm going to use 4-2-4 as the example. If you play 4-2-4 on FIFA, you don't play 4 centre forwards, do you? You normally play
No.
a couple of centre forwards and some attacking mids or
No,
something.
you play
But-
2 wingers
but
and
in
2
the
centre
system-
forwards.
But in the system we have, someone, if they were allowed 4-2-4, could play 4 out-and-out centre forwards who are highly likely to score, and it would be an obvious unfair advantage having
Yeah,
that formation.
You'd have to obviously have those 4 strikers though as well.
That's true.
It's a weird one because what I've said is my rules that when I made the formations were minimum 1 striker, 2 midfielders, 3 defenders. Other than that, you can kind of do what you want.
I mean, Jim did have a 5-2-3, which was very interesting.
But
Well,
is
that's
that a
what I
real
mean.
formation though?
It is,
5-2-3.
5-2-3 is a FIFA formation and a Football Manager formation.
Oh,
But I
dear.
thought we went off Sky.
Oh, and Sky, sorry.
Does Sky have 5-2-3?
Yeah, they do.
I don't know about 5-3-3. I've
Okay.
never seen that
Oh,
before.
I will look now, gentlemen.
I suppose
never seen a 5-2-3
I suppose
before.
5-2-3 and 3-4-3 are kind of the same things. It's just down to individual interpretation.
Actually, I tell you what. On an unrelated note, who wants the brownies? I can bring them.
What brownies?
Brownies
Well,
for Christmas.
Oh, do you have special brownies?
Yeah, herbal brownies.
Oh, brownies.
You can ask Conrad. He knows. We had that 4-hour
do.
walk. We had a
Well,
4-hour
hang on.
walk on them.
Also, when are we thinking about this Christmas do? I mean, as everyone's probably going to be listening or whatever.
Yeah, I'm-
Start mid-December is what I'm suggesting. It'll be enough time to plan it, and then everyone to be free for it. I think our Ben, won't be free no matter what.
Well, wait, what's Benny's working hours?
He can't take holidays.
He gets Wednesday and Thursday off.
Yeah.
Sick day. Pull a sickie.
Oh, Conrad, don't forget he works at Amazon as well.
And he doesn't turn up to work pissed.
Well, not like us. Yeah. Hang on, let's forget. We didn't turn up to work pissed. We didn't turn up at all. It's fine. Oh, yeah, Anthony, have you been round his house recently?
Yeah, I went there tonight.
Is everything still the same?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, is his brother thinking he's the Billy Big Bollocks now? He's like 16 years old. Harry Hazard.
You do know that this is a football.
Yeah, this isn't just a private call.
This isn't just like a casual chat about.
I tell you what, if I want to bring in personal stuff about it, I'll bring it in.
This is why it's the after hours edition. We're going football and non-football topics.
Exactly.
Just this
is after hours. Anything goes, mate.
It's more of a chat show.
Josh.
Hello.
Did you manage to get rid of Stecklenburg and Monreal out of curiosity?
I've got rid of Monreal.
Who did you get in return?
I got Bakary Sagna, but now he's injured, so it didn't work out.
Oh.
Can I ask, where did the inspiration for the mum jokes come from?
I don't know. I think it's just Adam.
It's because he's got a fit mum himself.
No, Adam's.
See, that's what I thought. I heard your mum.
I've heard the rumours.
I heard your mum was like pretty milfy, and I am shagging a woman who's 44 years old. So.
Watch out.
And Conrad also set me up with a bird who's about 50 odd years old.
Sounds
that's what friends are for, really.
Exactly.
And I've seen Massey getting with a woman who's about 60 years old.
Hey, I'm game.
You realise after 50th, their age has to at least match the number they are.
Mate, I don't give a fuck. She could be 50 years old. 50.
She has to be, that's what I mean. So when 60 rolls around, that's going to be interesting.
I'll tell you what, she could be 75 and decrepit, I'll still bang her.
Fucking hell.
Favourite bit of that is she could be decrepit.
Hey, it's cool with me. She's still got to have all her limbs though, and teeth and all that sort of stuff. Or false teeth, whatever.
So boys, any other topics?
I was getting the international. Anything that's picked up about the international football?
There's been a lot of injuries.
Well, did you see the game tonight? Because Aaron Ramsey got absolutely cropped. No, he got absolutely taken out, but I think he's alright.
Well, there's...
Who's got Tadic?
Gaz.
Gaz, yeah.
Tadic got battered. His nose was pissing blood for about 10 minutes.
Tadic been a bit quiet this year as well. Compared to last year. I don't know if that's...
Guess who scored against Wales? The same wanker who scored against Preston.
Oh, yeah, Mitrovic.
Yeah, of course he fucking did. Prick.
How is the cup working this year, Josh?
I'm going to win it.
It's first to fourth is the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fifth to... Eighth is the League Cup, which Massey wants.
Massey wants the League Cup again.
That is the Massey Cup.
Is the wooden spoon.
Yes, it's my cup, I'm telling you. It is.
I want to ask you boys a question because I've had a thought potentially, which I think is pretty cool. You know, we got like a little medal last year participating in the league.
I've still not got my medal. It's with that good.
This year, I was thinking we'd all have to obviously chip in. I'm looking at no more than 20 quid each.
Oh, you're asking a lot of Massey with 20
quid. Hang on. 20 quid each?
You're getting something special for it though, Massey.
Well, is it a stripper? If it's not, I'm not interested.
We each get like an Ultimate Team FIFA card, but with our manager's stats on it.
Oh, that is quality.
What would the stats be? We need to figure out what the stats are.
So you'd have attacking, defending, and then some others. Banter.
Well, can I have attacking as aggression and 99?
So it'd be kind of like how well your strikers have done, how well your defenders have done, possibly something to do with assists or something like that, and then obviously banter. So you'd have six stats.
I think that's a good idea, actually. I'm game for that.
Banter, Josh, I'm going to award you 7.
7 out of 10, I'll take that.
I saw a guy looking for one, and I was like, that sounds like a ridiculously good idea.
I'm game for that, that's actually pretty good.
Surely we can make our own.
I'll find out over the next couple months. Yeah, you design your own and everything, and then it'd be like a certain colour.
So what are we doing about the person that loses the final of the wooden spoon?
I'd like to bring in a forfeit.
Shave the
I
head.
think
Completely
No.
I think they should buy everyone's drinks all night.
That's a bit steep.
Well, no. What was the fantasy league one on the league? Is
The
they
sack-
have to
the
take
sack.
everyone else out for a meal?
That's
Yeah.
still, we're not all fucking rich middle-aged men, though, are we?
No.
I mean, I'm
Uh,
middle-aged.
I
but
like
that's about it.
like a stupid forfeit. Maybe one that's not shaved yet, just in case.
Alright,
Dye
I
your
tell
hair
what-
blonde.
How about,
Oh my God,
about
do
the
that.
loser? How about the loser? We have to buy him a prostitute. Anyone we pick, and they've got to bang him.
I'm kind of alright with
That's
that.
quite disgusting, to be fair.
No, but I'm pretty sure me and Conrad can find someone who's great.
Or,
Massey,
Conrad
then
Wall.
again, you would aim for bottom if that was the forfeit. You would want to come last.
If she was
or
on the
Okay,
hang on. I've got an idea. Whoever comes bottom on the awards night has to skinny dip in the sea.
what, in black-
Oh, that's not too bad.
Tell you what, how about the person who loses has to run down the pier naked and jump off the pier into the sea?
Yeah, no, not
That's
that.
very
No.
dangerous.
It's very dangerous, but you know, YOLO, we live a dangerous life.
Well,
You
we're just
have to
going to say,
think- well, we've got
who
some
will
Oh,
people
come bottom?
that the-
How
That
about
is
the
the
person
question. Who is everyone's tip to come bottom?
I say, well, no, fuck that.
Well, as it stands, it's me, Josh, and Chris, really.
Who do you think, right, everyone's opinion, who do you think is going to win the league? And then the bottom two fighting for the wooden spoon.
At the moment, I can only see it out. It's 3 because it's still too close to call, and that's the 2 Bens and Adam.
I think Jim is going to trade his players and end up like he was last season. Again.
If Jim finishes top half of the table, I'd be very surprised. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, same.
I feel Adam is not a dark horse. I think he's the one who's going to come strong in the latter half of the
Adam
year.
Adam nearly
I'll
won it
tell
last
you who
year.
I think is going to come top 2, Gaz.
Gaz is quiet. Gaz is a
But
really
Gaz has
dark
got the person, he's got definitely the striker who's going to get the most points in Costa.
Costa. Yeah.
Definitely. But he's got Walcott as well.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
how
I mean-
long will he perform?
I think Conrad,
Walcott's an odd one.
Conrad, I
Wait.
really feel that you're potentially wooden spoon material.
Why?
I just think if Sanchez is out injured or has a problem, your team's very reliant on Man City doing well. Otherwise, you haven't got a lot.
But they will do well. And Ben,
I'll tell you
you
what.
don't actually have you don't actually have any strikers really. So you know, if you've managed to do it, I can do it.
I've had no strikers since day one, and I've got this far.
I tell you what, I reckon that Dan Massey guy is going to come 5th on purpose and win the League Cup.
Just so he wins a cup.
Just so he wins the cup
I
again.
don't know. I don't think you will. I really think you'll bottle it.
Fuck off, wooden spoon.
Well, I got very lucky because I hit form towards the end of last year, and that's how I ended up winning the league over Adam. Because I had to beat him.
I only came outside the top 4 by I think it was points difference. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was, by the
It
end of
was
last
by
year.
points difference that I came 5th.
Me and Mass had the same points. He would beat me by points. Overall.
Yeah,
points.
no, we had the same points, but it was by points difference, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
But obviously, everyone knows the real winner is Jim. He tries to come last and he succeeds.
The thing was with last year, there was nothing Jim could do.
I don't understand what his tactic was because he won 8 games and drew 1 and then lost about 26.
He actually won 9, drew 1, lost 25.
He
Alright.
won 9.
But he still lost
That's
25.
about
I
6 more than I thought he would.
Yeah, but he lost 25 out of 35. That's 5/7 lost.
How did he lose so many last year?
Because he had no
Because he
players.
traded. Because he traded.
He continued to play Chelsea players, and he
No, because-
continued to play players that didn't even play.
Nah,
So-
because he got my players that were injured for his fit Raheem Sterling, who was good and got a lot of points.
So he was playing 7 or 8 players every game.
I tell you what,
And
Benny,
those
because
players
he
were picking up, say,
played
1 point.
because he played 0-3-7 formation.
I was going to say you didn't really play with 11 players, did you, Dan? For about 5 games.
I tell you what, right? The first 4 games I lost without 11 players, And then I started playing 11 players, and I won 5 in a row.
Massey, you're due a loss. You're due a loss, I think.
I think
don't
you're
know,
due a
because
loss as well, Ben.
I'll tell you what, I genuinely thought I was going to lose against Chris, but then we drew. And then I beat Adam. And wait, who am I playing next? Am I playing you, Josh?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got another win there. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna lose at some point, obviously. As long as Lallana, Valdez, Azpilicueta, and Lukaku and Kante and Matic can keep doing what they're doing, I'm alright.
As long as all my players score me points.
As long as all my players keep doing how they are doing, I'm fine.
Well, I must say, Lallana and Cahill. Cahill for me, he did score a header. And then, well, actually, they all scored headers, but Lallana then scored as well. So he's looking promising.
Yeah. Me and Conrad have got consistent performers at club level and international level.
It's looking that way, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we're okay for the time being.
Does international for you increase the value of your players, or put more potential risk in them getting injured?
Now, I'll tell you what it does, right? If your player who's consistently performing at club level, can perform at international level, it shows you how good of a season they're going to have.
I'm in a good position where I've got a few good players who don't play international football.
Let's take one player. There's one player who you can take as an example. I'm sure everyone knows who I'm talking about. Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah.
He does fuck all at club level all season, but manages to score for England like every game they play.
But is that due to our lack of strikers?
Yeah, but why can he score for his country but can't score for Liverpool?
I don't think he can't score from Liverpool. I think he can. But when you've got that front three, you can't put him in it because the way they play, he can't play that style of football.
But the thing is, like Mane, right? Mane was really like a no-name until he got that record breaker for Southampton. He was a
big point scorer last season, though.
Yeah, but he was a silver player on FIFA, and then Liverpool signed him, and now he's doing stuff, and everyone thinks he's like world class.
Well, he is world class.
but Liverpool are top. What are they still top of the table?
They're top at the moment. Yeah,
they're still top of the table. I'll tell you what. Going off the last Football League show, who does everyone think will win the league? I'm sticking firm with Man City.
Chelsea.
I'm going to stick with Liverpool.
I'm saying Man City.
I've got to believe in City.
I'm saying City.
I don't know, I'm from a greedy point of view, I think if Chelsea win the league, I will probably win the league as well.
Okay, on the waiver wire topic.
Yes.
Do people really think that Griezmann will go to the Prem in January? Just so people can
January, maybe not.
Not in January.
Because I know people who were top of the waiver wire are hoping for a big name to come, Chris, because he saw these great players. He's hoping for a good player to come along, like Griezmann, so we can.
The waiver wire is very useful.
Yeah, but I believe he's top of the wire, right?
Yeah, he is.
So I'm pretty sure he's hoping on a good player to. Gabriel Jesus is going to City in January regardless, but he's like 19 years.
Did Jim signed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did Jim get him?
Yeah, but he got rid of him.
I thought he got
but then he dropped him because he didn't realise that he wasn't signed until January.
I have something the waiver wire. I need to raise something.
Yes.
Last time I checked, my name wasn't on it.
Right. We'll have to have a dig and find out.
No, it's not on it. That's a bizarre.
And I know I'm not 10th for a fact.
I'll tell you what, though, if I can say something about the whole free transfer rule.
Is there a gap in the waiver wire at all?
Nope. It's Chris, Adam, Gaz, Jim, Anthony, Conrad, Josh, Ben, Massey.
Wait. No, I'll tell you what, though. I'm happy
I definitely shouldn't be at the bottom, I know that.
I know you're above me. You are above me, Ben.
I'm happy we brought the free transfer rule, limited transfers in.
I know where you'll be, Ben, because you signed Perez, didn't you? Yeah.
And at least 2 or 3 got signed after him.
Yeah, who is it? It was Mustafi, so it'll be you're below Ben with 1 N.
No, but honestly, right, I'm happy the free transfer rule went down to 2 transfers because was it Jim who picked and dropped Burnley up 4 times in about 10 minutes?
If you
I
look
thought
at
it was
it
you,
now,
Josh, wasn't it?
how many?
Probably dropped Boney.
I didn't know I didn't drop Boney.
Was it you or was it Jim? It was
Oh,
Josh or Jim. One of them dropped
Or was
Boney
it Jim?
and picked him up about 5 times in 10 minutes. I think it was Jim.
Yeah, but there's not that many transfers made now, realistically, anyway.
I'm not liking the whole poll about making unlimited free transfers and internationals. It should stick at 2.
So is it 2 per week still, though? So you'll get 4, though.
I think 2 per week, so you get 4 international break. Yeah.
I feel that the whole league's becoming too political.
Play Madden. Play Madden fight. He loves a vote.
The thing is, we had the exact same thing last year. You have about 2 months at the start of the season where everyone's getting used to everything. There's new rules, and people aren't happy with it, so they want to impose different things. And then everyone's happy, and it just ticks over and runs fine.
Massey's never happy.
Well, you know this about me, Anthony. I've known you since I was 11. When am I ever happy?
Okay, happy, yeah.
Exactly. That's just me. I'm never happy, regardless of what happens.
I mean, what was it? Adam put that poll, and it was only him that voted in favour of what he wanted. And I was like, no, yeah.
I mean, technically, it's a win if that's the case, though. But
I voted Donald Trump in that poll.
But Massey, you're a bit like Donald Trump. A lot of talk, but not a lot of reasons how things can improve. You like saying what doesn't work, but not how you can improve it.
I don't need to improve shit. As long as I'm winning, I don't need to improve fuck all.
I mean, it's
Luck and Lukaku, I think was the word.
look
Yeah,
at Lukaku.
no, actually, yeah. Let's
Start that as a hashtag.
look at Lukaku. On paper, my team's one of the worst, but I have faith in my players. No, but I have faith in my players, and that's why I don't transfer them out every 5 seconds. And they are performing. That's why I'm getting consistent results. In my last 7 games,
Who was it?
in my last 7 games, I've had 5 wins, a draw, and a loss.
Question: who was it that got -5 for you last week?
Oh,
Lots of
Britos. Britos.
Are you going to consider dropping him, or do you think he's good enough for your team?
I tell you what, I didn't actually pick him in the team. I was talking to Adam about it, but because I dropped Johnny Evans, I had to put him in instead. I wasn't actually picking Britos.
Fair enough.
I picked him because Adam told me I'd actually dropped Johnny Evans, so I brought Britos in. He wasn't actually the person I wanted to start because they were playing Liverpool.
I mean, that must have been painful when you realised.
I mean, it was a bit painful, but I still won by about 13 points, actually, so...
Alright, well, I'll ask a question I don't think we've actually covered on either show. Who's going down?
in the
Sunderland.
Prem, Sunderland definitely. I think Swansea can make a comeback.
I think Swansea will stay up.
I'm going to say
Sunderland, this is going to sound so obvious, but
Sunderland, Hull and Burnley.
I know,
Sunderland-
Burnley and Knife.
No, I think Sunderland, I tell you what, Sunderland and Hull,
Sunderland and Hull.
definitely. And I think the third team, if they don't play their cards right, maybe Bournemouth.
Mm.
The two sides, there's 3 sides who I think if they were to have if they don't pull themselves together, could slip down. And that's I agree with Massey. I think Bournemouth need to be careful. I think West Brom on paper are one of the worst teams in the league, but they've got a
They're
manager
terrible.
who knows
But
what
tell
he's
you what
doing.
though, have you seen West Brom's strength training?
But
Their
the side,
defence is
the
ridiculously good in
side who are
strength.
just on what seems to be an irreversible slide at the minute, at Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say Palace are one to. I mean, I've been
But
pissed
they've
off with
got-
Benteke.
They have got so many athletic, quick players, but they just don't pick up points.
I tell you what, I know most people won't think they're going to go down. I don't think they'll go down. But what do you think of, considering last season they were pushing for top 4? What do you think of West Ham's performance so far?
They overachieved last year, and now they're just like. I don't know.
Like,
Is it-
once
was it
again,
Payet, though?
they went to.
Payet was on fire last season.
Yeah, but but once again, they went to Europe and lost to a fucking Romanian team who they should have beat easily.
Well, Massey, I will judge West Ham when Andy Carroll's back,
Well, because he's your player.
and he's a good player.
Okay, a name
I
that
just-
nobody mentioned then.
On an unrelated note, Ben and Conrad, you'll appreciate this. Next Friday, I'm going to watch Carmarthen TNS.
Lovely.
Name that nobody mentioned then. Leicester.
No.
Nah, Leicester finish about 13th, 14th, but they won't go down.
I mean, is European football becoming too much for them already?
No,
No, have you seen them? They're unbeaten still.
No, in the Premier League, I mean.
Oh
No.
yeah, definitely. Leicester,
they'll be fine.
I mean, I don't know if any of you lot did. I watched them against West Brom, and it was one of the worst matches I've ever watched.
It was a bit crap. Yeah.
You know what they've done? They've put their priorities in European football because they've never had it before.
Yeah, no,
They want
and
to
you
achieve
can
that
to an
competition.
extent, but
They know they're not
when
going
do
to
you
win.
realise? When do you go? Okay, yeah, but we need to get at least 40 points here.
They know they're not going to go down, and they know that they're not going to win the Premier again. So all it's just achieving a balance that makes them in a respectable position while doing well in the Champions League.
Yeah, but they've got to get 40 points for that, Massey.
Yeah, but still, look at they're fine now. The bottom two teams are.
If Leicester win their next game, they could go like 9th. So it's 3 points.
I think Leicester are safe.
I think this season is going to be the worst season for point safety. The bottom two teams, after about 11 games, are on 5 points.
Yeah.
The bottom two teams are on 5 points.
That's
abysmal.
Who are they? Sorry.
Sunderland and Swansea.
Sunderland and Swansea.
Yeah.
And let's be really honest, Sunderland are lucky to even have those 5.
Sunderland, that was their first win all season.
I'd argue at the moment it's not the way that Sunderland are playing; it's the players Sunderland have. They would go down in the Championship at the moment.
I disagree. I think David Moyes is the cancer of the team.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of other sports pundits have said a similar thing. Not maybe the cancer of the team,
Tell you
but
what,
they've said that Sunderland have been after Moyes for so long
nah,
that
You know-
the time
you
they
know what?
finally got him, he's not right for the team, and
You know what
now
they've
they
not-
can't sack him.
I'll tell you two things they've not got, yeah? First one is blood and thunder, passion, sweat, tears. And the second is a Barca style of play.
Said the third, what about Lukaku? They haven't got him either.
Exactly, they've not got Lukaku either, and he's a point demon this
To
season.
be fair,
so-
Dad, I think Foe has the potential to be good.
And is it Anichebe's at Sunderland?
Yeah.
He's
It is, yeah.
absolutely fantastic at the moment.
I
Somehow
think he's shit.
he was played incredible
No.
on the weekend.
Sunderland have got 2 players, and that's Defoe and Kazri.
Well, they
Oh,
are playing him like
the winger.
Yeah, they're Moroccan. He's Moroccan, right, or Tunisian?
Well, is transfer's the problem? You know, now Moyes is in. Is he going to get his say? Because I don't know if you know this as well. And Dong is their record signing. He was around 12 million, and has done basically nothing this season.
Wait, Ndong, is that the same guy from Liverpool?
No,
No.
Who am I
I
thinking
think
of?
that was Ngog.
Oh, Ngog, yeah, sorry.
God, yeah.
David Ngog.
David Ngog, yeah. No, but the thing is with Sunderland is they've been trying to dodge relegation for years, but now they've got David Moyes, I think they're going to achieve it finally.
Achieve it. It's actually good.
Like they can
But
join.
they are the Wigan of the league. They've just been dodging relegation by the
I tell you what though, the thing is, Wigan were dodging relegation for years, but the thing that Wigan did was they actually won the FA Cup. They did a respectable relegation. They won a cup and went down. Sunderland probably beat Derby's points at this rate.
As well, when Wigan went down, they were playing a style of football. They were playing a 3 at the back. This is what we're doing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
But let's not forget though, when Wigan was struggling to stay up, they had that season where they had the impossible. They beat Arsenal and they beat Man United as well away.
I mean, is it just Sunderland don't have a personality at the moment?
I think Sunderland they have the team. I think they've got the team to stay up, but they don't have the manager. They don't have the management. David Moyes, after he left United, he went to Sociedad, did fuck all and got fired, and then he's back at Sunderland and did nothing there as well.
Has he sort of rested on his laurels then, do you think?
I think with Moyes, people are too dependent on the reputation of the manager.
I think with Moisey, he's not really, until he left Everton, he never had the experience of managing like any other manager, because he always had, like Wenger, like Fergie, they were the 3 clubs. He was never going to get sacked unless.
I mean,
relegated.
I don't know if you lot would agree. United was the wrong job for him.
No, definitely.
He was
Definitely
doing
wrong
well at Everton, and he was always going to get
I don't
sacked.
understand why, man. So Fergie named him his successor. It doesn't mean you have to accept the job. he went to Everton. He did quite well at Everton. They were always pushing the top few, top 10 at least.
As I say, you can't forget. Massey, you can't forget he got the job on the technicality of allegedly recommended you.
Exactly. That's what I don't get. Let's compare him to a manager like Roberto Martinez. He did the same at Wigan. He was quality there, and he won the cup.
Martinez.
Yeah, but he left, and then he's done fuck all since.
Is it United that are cursed though? Because even Mourinho's not managing to get United to play that particularly well.
You know why? Mourinho's too used to winning. Fergie went to United.
Fergie did miracles with that team. You look at that team; they were 30 odd years old.
When he was United manager, he didn't rely on big, massive transfers. All he relied on was getting the team to work as a team, and they won trophies for it. All these managers nowadays, they rely on big money signings. Pogba, Jim. And,
Jim doesn't have Pogba, does he?
Oh, does he not?
Chris does.
No, yeah.
All right, sorry, Jim. Chris. And they think that if they sign a massive money player, that they're going to be an automatic impact. That's not how it works.
That's kind of they want to please the fans, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but fuck the fans. If you've not got a winning team, your fans are going to fuck off anyway.
Not United fans.
No, United fans, though. Look, Anthony, do you remember when we went to the fucking United Preston game and how many Preston fans were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Man United were playing, it was, funnily enough, it was a sellout.
Master, you have some real vengeances tonight.
Mate, I hate 99% of people. Fuck them all, you're all cunts.
Massey holds grudges.
Oh, mate, trust me, I hold a grudge. I never let it go.
Now, I was going to say, same about the younger Fergie. Although he did win today. 3-1.
Mate, fuck him.
Is he still at Posh?
No, he's
at Doncaster. Is it Donny?
They were 1-0 down. They won 3-1 today. I thought that was a hats off to him.
Oh, did they win?
He's not a good manager, though.
No, he's a wanker.
You would say that.
Wait, we have a saying in Preston, and Anthony knows it, didn't he, Anthony?
I might.
Your dad's a cunt, and so are you.
So, anyway, I was going to say, what do you think the results are going to be the next week for the draft?
I tell you what, I think me and Josh is going to be close, but I'm going to win.
Ginger Ben plays you, Conrad.
Hey?
Ginger Ben plays you.
Our Ben, yeah.
I am a bit worried about that game, but I beat him before, so I'm sure I'll beat him again.
Anthony plays Adam.
Who are Liverpool playing? Because if he's got Coutinho winning that fixture. And
wait, who?
Liverpool or Southampton away?
Man United have got Arsenal.
Yes, Man United do have Arsenal.
I have Koscielny and Chris, who I'm playing as Pogba.
Yeah, Pogba only performs at international. He only performs at international so far.
And against Swansea, apparently.
Well, yeah, and then Ibra as well.
Yeah, that's. I feel with my game against Chris, if Man United don't pull up trumps for him, I'll probably win.
Well, we'll flick through the more important fixtures: United, Arsenal, City, Crystal Palace, Everton, Swansea, Liverpool, Southampton. Stoke, Bournemouth could be quite an interesting one if any people have players in that.
Super
I do. I've got Junior Stanislas.
Sunderland versus Hull.
Both teams.
I think that could be actually a fantastic game this weekend.
Big boy Snodgrass.
Anthony, who have Watford got?
Watford have Leicester at home.
All right, now Britos is back in then.
And Tottenham have West Ham at home in another London derby. And then Sunderland, Sunday we've got Middlesbrough, Chelsea, and Monday we've got West Brom, Burnley.
The thing is, I think if I play Valdez and Azpilicueta, I'm going to win it either way.
I would not play... Yeah, you're going to be playing Valdez anyway, so...
Yeah, but Valdez and Azpilicueta, I think I'm going to win it either way.
Valdez against Chelsea.
Yeah, but Valdez against City, he got me 8 points and he conceded.
See, no, this is true, because...
Chelsea have scored like 16 goals in their last 3 games.
Yeah. I've got a defender, so I'm a winner either way. If it's a fucking 1-0 or 2-0 Chelsea.
The new rules for how a player is scored has made a lot of difference to us, I think, though. Keepers.
New
saves.
rules?
The Sky Sports this year, they get
right, okay.
save bonuses.
Calm yourself. But hang on, where's Ben gone? He's dropped.
Oh, I'm still here.
Are you? You're not in my Skype?
He had dropped. I brought him back.
Weird. Right.
Um,
Anyway, I'm gonna have to head off in a minute.
no, that's fine.
And any final words, I say?
Fuck off. I'm gonna win the cup at least.
Which one? The League Cup, yeah?
Well, if I finish in the bottom 4, yeah.
And,
Well, Mass, if you finish in the bottom 4, you could be playing for the wooden spoon, mate.
No, I mean the bottom 4 for a cup. So 5th to 8th.
Is the wooden spoon the cup, or who finishes bottom?
I tell you
The
what,
wooden spoon
I'm
play
telling
each
you
other
what,
because of the
I'm
fixtures.
not gonna finish. I'm
Ninth
not
and
gonna
tenth.
finish bottom. I'm not gonna finish bottom at all. I mean, I've already got
It
nearly
is.
as many.
It
I've
isn't
nearly got
nice
as many
being
wins.
bottom. I'll tell you that.
I've nearly got as many wins already as Jim got last season.
I mean, what points do you think we need in a league to be safe from
Yeah,
bottom?
40,
50.
40, 40.
I
Prem.
think 50.
I don't
It's
know.
not a
mate.
nice
That's
number,
not
is
a
it?
point.
It's not a nice number, is it?
I think less. I think
How
about
many are you
30,
on?
35.
I think I'm on 12.
I'm on 19.
I'm on 24.
I'm on 19.
I'm on like 13, I think.
See, it's not. It is fairly close because there's only 12 points in it from top to bottom.
Yeah, but that's
Still
not really
4
close,
games.
is it? That's 4
4
wins.
games, yeah, but when results swing, and they will, it'll change fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, with that, I feel Massey, I feel your team, if you start losing, you will lose a lot of games in a row.
I suppose
you
I
got
don't
the
think I
team.
will, though, you know.
I suppose when you get to Christmas, you have like 3 games thick and fast. If you've got
Exactly.
injuries, you could lose 3 in a row very quickly.
That's what Adam did as well.
That's true.
He went from top to 3rd.
If you get lucky, you could win 3 in a row very easily.
Well, tell you what, boys, it's been a pleasure, but I'm going to head off.
No worries. What'll be the key games is when all of those fixtures come out, though, as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Ciao.
No worries. Lovely speaking again.
Yeah, I'll speak to the other boys in their group chat tomorrow.
See you later.
Lovely.
Peace.
Au revoir, Massey.
Any final words from you lads, anyway?
And any words, Ben?
Just the best is still yet to come from my side.
I mean,
What is the best, Ben?
Well, my strikers, I haven't pulled their weight yet. When eventually we're going to have a week where everything clicks.
Potentially, yeah.
I mean, you've got the better of the Watford strikers with Deeney.
Deeney and Negredo haven't done it, but Andy Carroll is due back, and with West Ham's struggles this year, I've got every faith that Bilic will play Carroll. So
Watch out, Josh is in the call, yeah, he might offer you Stecklenburg or something.
Solid keeper, Stecklenburg.
I believe he got -3 the other week, by the way.
But he did get 19 against Manchester City.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh dear.
what about you, Conrad? Have you got any final statements?
Well, I've got to say, throughout this whole call, and I know Massey will listen to this, but I feel like he's been very deluded with his team.
I do feel.
I love how you've waited till he's left to say that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we need to be honest here. Massey likes talking.
He
And
does.
I think before I sign off, I do need to just give an overview on my opinions on Massey and Massey's team, otherwise it just wouldn't be fair. And Jim's statement during the week about Massey being Lukaku and Luck, Jim comes out with some ludicrous stuff, but quite frankly, I could not agree with him more.
Yeah, hashtag Lukaku and Luck, or hashtag Luck and Lukaku.
Massey is riding a wave at the minute, but with that team, he cannot sustain these results.
I mean, with that Gabriel Jesus coming in January, that could put Iheanacho completely out of his team potentially. And then he's got
Rashford's a talented guy, but he's not going to be consistent at this sort of age.
Yeah.
And you look at that team. You look at when you play Massey, you think keep Lukaku quiet and hope Lallana doesn't get in on Liverpool spoils, and you think you've got a good chance of beating the guy. But at the minute, people aren't.
Who's his defenders?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was going to say though, he did draw with Chris, didn't he? And that's when Lukaku didn't score against Chelsea. But that's just because Chris had a terrible team.
Massey's back.
Who are his defenders? Isn't it?
It's Scott Dan, Britos, Dave, Daniel Ayala, and that's it.
It's just terrible, really.
So it's Azpilicueta.
Yeah.
He's riding a wave. These players are not going to pick up the volume of points they have been in the last month for the rest of the season.
Fair statement.
I can't fault
that. Yeah.
It's a scary thought, though. But yeah.
So, any comments about your teams, boys?
Well, I just wanted to ask Ben. Obviously, Hazard got Fans Player of the Month. Is he going to get PFA Player of the Month?
Well,
or can you see Joe Allen sneaking in potentially?
Joe.
I think Joe.
Everyone knows what Hazard's capable of. He's a top player, but deep down, if he doesn't get the reward, I know he'll still perform for me. And perhaps there are guys who've punched further above their weight this month.
Well,
we know what
Hazard got more points than Joe did, more goals, one less assist. But the thing that everybody's saying is he's done it for a worse team, and Hazard will have a better month in the season. So that apparently can affect.
I understand the reasoning. I'm going to be very, very fair about it. Joe Allen's had a cracking 4 or 5 weeks, and if he gets the reward, he deserves it. But I know for a fact I'd rather have Hazard in my team than Joe Allen.
Oh, definitely.
That's a fair point, I suppose. Josh, anything from yourself?
Firmino's the best striker in the league.
Just no.
One of them.
One of them.
Bobby
F.
He is something completely different this year.
Liverpool are just they're brilliant to watch, and they share the goals out very evenly.
As I say, just quickly.
That's by choice, though. they get there into that position amazingly. Did you watch the Watford game?
I just heard it was
an absolute bloodbath.
No, I didn't watch it, unfortunately.
It was. I felt bad for Watford. Do you remember? Right? Do you remember the Brazil-Germany game in the World Cup?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they got to a point where the Germany players were sort of looking around, going, "Can't keep scoring against them. This is embarrassing." It looked like that, but none of the Liverpool players were looking around, going, "This is embarrassing for them."
And then Sturridge pulled out that assist, which got a draw for Gaz.
I think it just shows what importance the bench has, though, doesn't it?
Well, I'm going to say about Sturridge, I mean, as soon as Mane clocked off, then Sturridge will step in. And I think that's what I mean. Gaz has a very...
Does that put value on Sturridge, though, for December?
Pardon?
Does that put value on Sturridge for December?
I think it might do, yeah. I think it
very
much
will be going to the African Cup of Nations.
But I don't think Gaz will part with Sturridge now. I think he's very confident in his attack. I mean, he doesn't say much, but I think he's very confident in his attack. So he's kind of massive with a brain cell.
He's very calm-headed, Gaz. He doesn't make rash decisions.
Yeah.
Whereas Jim, Adam, they're impulsive.
I took a risk, obviously, picking up Ibra, and especially with Igalo as well. I'm a week or two away from dropping that sort of player. But every time you say that, they do something in a match. It might only be an assist or a passing bonus. Then you go, "Oh no, wait!" But I don't want to just let them go for nothing. And he plays heavy with transfers a lot.
It's. I mean, like I know deep down, I think if I want to stay at the top, I need a striker from somewhere. But unless I trade out one of my best midfielders, I can't see how I can get one very easily.
See, I think Jim and Aguero might part with a good enough deal.
Well, he said he'd only take Coutinho and Firmino together for Aguero.
Oh dear.
He would take either of them. If they were off.
No. He said he wants both of them.
No, he wants both of them. But I guarantee, if you offered it him,
You won't take that.
he would.
Maybe Phil. I won't take Bobby. You take Phil, I reckon.
I don't know, because I'd say they're equal. I know Phil seems the better player, but I'd say they're equal.
Well, I offered him. I know it might sound like a shit offer, but I did offer him Benteke and Gundogan.
For Aguero.
For Aguero, yeah.
You are asking a bit much there.
And then I changed it to Sterling and Benteke, which I thought it's not awful.
That's not awful.
I reckon he'd do Stecklenburg and Monreal. They're players in the league.
What? I've heard that one so many times with dealings with you, Josh. Like, oh, do you want Stecklenburg or Monreal? But no.
You can't have Monreal anymore, I'm afraid.
I know, I can't now. Just Stecklenburg on the table, is it? But
who does have Monreal now?
Gaz.
Why have you dropped him on Real, by the way?
Because I had Petr Cech. I don't like having two from the same team.
Okay.
I get that, yeah.
No, that's a good point.
I mean, I was Massey Tom Heaton a few weeks ago, and he told me Tom Heaton was shit.
To be fair, when Massey was drunk one night, he offered me Lukaku for Ibra.
He did tell me.
No, he didn't.
Wait, no, he did tell me this, and he also told me that he was very lucky that the deal didn't go through. Why didn't the deal go through? That's what I want to know.
Because I spoke to my other mates, and they said, "Nah, keep Ibra. He'll do more." But I got rid of Ibra anyway for Bobby.
You should have taken Lukaku off his hands. You really should.
Probably should have, really. But I don't think he'll keep scoring though all season. I think he'll die out.
Lukaku?
Yeah, I think he'll die out.
It's a strange system that Coman's playing at Everton, though, isn't it?
Too much pressure on him to perform every game because he's the only striker they have. Well, apart from Aruna Kone, he's another wonder kid.
They've got Naise as well, haven't they?
Yeah, he's not played a game of football though for him.
Not in a long time.
He's not played any game for him.
He's played. He has played one, but it was last year, wasn't it?
He's not played. Yeah, probably.
I do think Massey's. I do think Lukaku will, at some point, stick two fingers up at Massey in this season. But when?
To be fair, I know we were saying this is recording, anyone can listen to it, but realistically, we're an hour and 15 minutes in, or something like that. I don't think Massey's going to get this far.
Just over an hour.
Just over an hour, bloody hell. This is a special episode, this.
It's an after hours.
I was going to say, though, Lukaku has also got some interesting points. I mean, the goal, which was never a goal, which won him the game against me. And then he got an assist where the ball just got stolen off him by Balassi, I believe.
Oh, yes, I remember that one.
I was like, none of it was intentional. Like that and also that goal was not a goal. I'm still calling that now. That was not a goal.
I agree.
So, I feel Lukaku has also got, luck. Luck again.
Luck and Lukaku.
Luck and Lukaku.
And of course, I mean, Massey getting an assist for Lukaku in that Burnley game, and really, Balassi just took the ball. You can't call that an assist, even if it is.
It's an odd one to judge.
I think Massey's had some good fortune in the last few weeks, and these things normally even themselves out over the season.
I was just going to say, I don't think anyone else has had as much good fortune at all in the league. I'm just trying to think, has anyone pulled out a lucky few weeks or?
Not to my knowledge, no.
No, so I think that's what's quite key to talking about Massey's team is that how is he at the position where he is really? I mean,
to be fair, Matic and Kante getting a lot of points currently.
Yeah, he does have a good midfield, but that's about it. Oh, and Lukaku, obviously.
This is how Massey's team is forever being referenced. He has a good team, and Lukaku.
I mean, I thought on paper my team was quite a good team on paper, but they've just not. I mean, I have benched players in the past who have pulled out points, but I still think on paper it's a decent team. They've just still not performed, half of them. So.
Well, at the start of the season, I drafted defensively, and on paper, I thought I had the best defense on paper, but it doesn't work out like that.
I did not prepare for the draft anywhere near as much as I wanted to.
No, to be fair, me and Daniel didn't prepare, but Daniel was the least prepared. I mean, he was asleep for half of it. So that just goes to show how much he cares about his team. He was asleep for it most. Well, he was just saying names at me, and I think that's how he ended up with the team he did.
What was his draft? It was Lukaku, Kante, Iheanacho, Rashford, Oscar, Dave, Quadrado, Rojo, Mertesacker, Lallana, Mignolet, Trippier, Deulofeu, J. Rodriguez, Romeo, and Bojan. That was his
I just don't get Romeo
at
at
the
all.
start of the season, he was obsessed with Trippier.
Why?
He used to bang on about him all the time.
But then, to be fair, you bang on about Mkhitaryan in his defence. You do like to talk about Mkhitaryan, and he could be a very, very good player.
I don't talk about him that much.
You're expecting Mkhitaryan.
James Milner's the one I rave about.
Oh, that is true. Milner is, yeah. I think that I can't think of anything else to cover, to be honest.
I think we'll bring that to an end then. Obviously, it's good night from Massey when he left. That's what I'd just like to say then. Good night from Ben.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
From Josh.
Good night.
And from Conrad.
Cheerio, Team Jim.
And remember, it's more than just a game.